What's up, amigos? This is a new piece that I was working on this week. I'm starting off here. I'm just using molotow acrylic paint. I think this is Signal Black, and I'm using my favourite brushes, which I always use, which is a Da Vinci Impasto brushes. They're dope. And yeah, I'm just going to start off by working this outside circle, working my way through this canvas. I've already laid like a border down and a bit of background and a black circle in the middle, so that's all dry, and then I'm just going to go in, start building up the layers in now. As you can see, I'm still using that lean on my characters, which I use pretty much all of the time. And I'm just consistently keeping this flow through this outside circle. When I'm using a brush like this as well and I'm dipping in my paint, I make sure that I don't dip too much. So I've got like minimal paint on my brush at each time, so I find that it helps it like dry a lot quicker to start with, and you don't get like puddles of paint lying on the canvas which like never dries consistently. So try and keep your paint minimal. Right now I've just washed my brush out, and then I'm switching over to the Signal White molotow, and I'm basically just going to almost mirror that circle that I put in black but with white instead. And when you're using these paints as well, you want to make sure that you properly shake them before you start using them. I always get people asking me these pieces as well, like, oh, what does it say? What does it say? It all depends on what piece it is that I'm doing. I can do them so that they read and stuff. But with this one here, this is more of a personal canvas, so this doesn't actually say anything. It's just literally calligraphy brush strokes flowing throughout the whole piece. I'm just going to make something that looks aesthetically dope as opposed to actually reading this time. Nice, now that's packed in, and I'm going to get rid of my brushes and switch to these markers. Found a load of spare markers in my drawer, so I was like, I may as well get to using them. So I'm just going to go in with a turquoise. These markers here are just some cheap home brand one as well. They're not like top quality, but the paint inside it is molotow. Obviously you can be a lot quicker when you're using a marker because you ain't got to keep dipping it, which is sound, but then it's harder to get the points as sharp with a marker as it is with a brush. Going in with a bit of a lighter turquoise here. This is actually the second pass I'm putting in on this one, because the first pass the paint didn't come out too bright. This isn't molotow paint, this is MTN paint in this one. Still good though. And I'm using a bigger marker here. I think this is like a 15mm. Back in with the gold, another 15mm marker. I think this is MTM gold that I've got in this marker as well, actually. Now I'm going back in with the molotow purple. I really like this paint. This purple with the Molotow brand as well. It's just like, it gives you super consistent like strokes. Comes out vibrant as fuck. Pop a little purple arrow on the edge. This is a 30mm marker here, signal white. I'm just going to lay a base coat for some calligraphy down here, right over the top of everything else that I've done. Basically just going completely freestyle. And back in with another 15mm marker. This is a wicked colour. Now some orange. I didn't have too much of a plan with this colour palette, to be honest. I was pretty much just using the spare markers that I found that I had lying around. Luckily it all comes together quite nice at the end. Sometimes it works out better when you ain't got too much of a solid plan going in. Right, now my white's dried, I'm going to blast in an outline on this, just to make it pop a little bit. This is a massive round marker I'm using here. I'm just going to work my way through all of this and just outline it all. Currently freezing to death while painting this. UK weather's savage at the moment. Luckily I'm off to Brazil in 2 weeks and I cannot wait. Going to be painting some murals in the favela over there. It's going to be fucking dope. Work my way through the other side. You can see on here, because I'm right-handed, I'm working from left to right, so I don't smear that paint over the rest of the canvas. Got to be a bit careful with that. Now in some hot pink, I think this is. Fire on camera though. Now with a slightly lighter pink. Now a little bit of background on this. In with the yellow arrow. And some hench blue here. This is a massive marker. Struggling to fit it in that gap. I think it might be 50mm this. Now I'm just going to whack in some purple bubbles inside this, put a bit of detail in there, opposite of the black on the outside. These colours are starting to go pretty nice together now. Yeah, and any questions that people might have or whatever, feel free to shoot me a message, comment. I'll always answer it if I can. Right now that blue's dried, I can come back in with this turquoise. Overlapping the blue a little bit there, just to give it some more depth. In with the orange. Now the last section, gold, going to go back in with a brush again. Yeah, there's a few different nice golds on the market at the moment. I can't work out which one I find best. I know there's the molotow gold, which is really nice, but then the Montana one is super nice as well. Yeah, that gold's looking slick. Boom, finito. Yeah, that come out looking fly. I'm happy with that. If you watched up to this point in the video, legends, nice one, guys. Let us know what you think. Any comments, any questions, whatever, hit us up. Have a good weekend. Peace.